All right, hi. So today we're gonna go over some diet hacks, tips, tricks, whatever you wanna call them, to help you adhere to a healthy diet a little bit more easily. These aren't like gimmicky tips, they're more so just to complement the things you're already doing, maybe make it a little bit easier. So the first thing I want to kind of go over is fiber. I think if you track macros, if you eat clean, if you do whatever you do, you should be paying attention to fiber. A few reasons. The first reason is fiber is only a plant product, right? So what that means is no matter what your fiber is in, it originally came from a plant. This is going to likely increase your food quality. If I'm making you eat plants, you're probably eating pretty high quality. You're adding vegetables to things. It's all good. Next, fiber, super good for digestion, super good for hormonal health, super good for gut health. Your gut houses most of your immune system. Your immune system is responsible for a lot. So get a bunch of veggies in, get a bunch of plants in, get your fiber in. You're gonna be way better off. Number 2, so many of my clients have a protein shake regardless. I wanna talk about how you can use it to your advantage. First, if you're trying to lose weight, I want you to have your protein shake about 30 minutes before you eat. Reason for this is going to be you are already having the protein shake, now you're having a meal. You're likely going to be a little bit more full off the protein shake. You'll likely eat less at that meal. Makes it a bit easier to stay in a calorie deficit. If you are trying to gain weight, you're trying to get those calories in. I want you to have your protein shake after your meal. It's not gonna be that hard to stomach and you're gonna get more calories in that way. 3, decide your level of meal prep laziness and stick with it, right? Me, for example, I am not good at meal prepping for like the entire week, right? I do pay for convenience sometimes. I know that if I hold myself to meal prep sometimes and kind of go the lazy route sometimes, I'm gonna be better off. If you tell yourself every single day for the past 10 years that you're gonna meal prep this Sunday and you never once have, it may be time to reevaluate. I would rather you halfway meal prep, maybe make a giant salad for the first half of the week, buy a salad for the second half of the week. Compromise. I would rather you do that and give, 50% to meal prepping than none at all and just telling yourself you're gonna be perfect. Number 4, get a visual aid. So, I have a big ass calendar on my fridge that basically every time I hit a goal, whether that be hitting my macros, training, anything like that, I'm putting a check mark on it. So, what this does is a few things. Number 1, it's going to show you how compliant you actually are. I've had people many times be like, I don't get it, this isn't working, whatever, and then come to find out they're not nearly as compliant as they think they are. On the other hand, if you are like perfect for like 30 days straight and then you have like one meal where you kind of go off and it really doesn't go so hot, this is gonna show you how it doesn't really matter. It's really not that big of a deal. If you are consistent 30 days out of a 31-day month, you're doing pretty damn good. This is a nice way to remind yourself that just because you maybe messed up a little bit one day, the whole month isn't ruined, all your progress isn't ruined. It's a very small portion of what you've done. If you're really emotionally involved in your progress, I highly recommend doing this. My coach Kate, shout out Kate, she's amazing. She introduced me to this, I love it. I'll try to put a picture of my calendar here. 5, quit good and bad labels. Just quit them. I had a client, she's amazing, I love her, but she is horribly addicted to chocolate, so she says. She can't stop thinking about it, it ruins her whole day, she goes off, she eats all of this chocolate all the time. I started making her eat chocolate in the morning, chocolate in the middle of the day, she had a piece of chocolate at night. Just little small squares, whether she wanted it or not. She had it 3 times a day. She doesn't crave chocolate anymore. It's not off limits. She doesn't need to crave chocolate anymore because it's abundant. If you're telling yourself you're not allowed to have things, I guarantee it's the best way to get overboard on that thing. 100% stop making things off limit. The last tip for my macro counters, if you hit your macros perfectly one day, emulate that day, right? You're gonna want to basically copy and paste it onto another day and then use it as a template. It's going to be really good on your days where you're running around like crazy, things like that. You don't want to play macro Tetris. If you hit your macros like really perfectly on point on Wednesday, Friday you're like having a hard time, copy and paste it, do the exact same thing. Don't fix what isn't broken. stick with what works. I hope these help. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Until next time.